Hey guys, this is Comic Uno and Comic Frontline, and we are continuing a look back at Jessica Jones. We are only 1 week away from the Netflix show, and I am here to review issue 21 and 22 of Alias, which is in both Volume 3 and Volume 4 of Alias. So let's get started. So, issue 21... and this is the wrong volume. Issue 21 is the end of the Maddie Franklin story. So we left off with Speedball using his abilities, and half of the issue, honestly, is Jessica trying to figure out how to get Maddie in between this madness of Speedball's powers. And we realize that Speedball is not the enemy, and they get Maddie by the end of the issue. And Maddie is very thankful to be saved, and 6 weeks later gives a little newspaper article to Jessica showing that she did save the day, which was kind of cool. Because, you know, Jonah hates superheroes, so that's definitely a big step for Jonah. And also in the end, we get to see Scott and Jessica forgive each other, and they're still going out. So what I think about issue 21. I thought it was a very fast-paced issue, quick read. I think I would have wanted to see a little bit more with the first half of the issue because of Speedball's powers is all very confusing, and seeing Jessica see herself as Jewel. So you're seeing those flashbacks, and the next volume actually has to do with her whole origin story, so that makes sense. But yeah, I thought I wanted some more story, I guess, in the first part of this issue, but overall I did like the Maddie story a lot. Honestly, I thought they could have done a lot more with Maddie. I did even more research on her after I read this issue, because I've always seen Maddie in different books but never actually looked her up, and she's really not in that many issues, and they don't really explore the J. Jonah Jameson thing with her character, which is so interesting, and I wish they kind of explored that more here, but they only really touch upon that relationship. I would have really liked to see maybe extra scene with that. So that's my opinion on issue 21. So moving on to issue 22, it's the origins of Jessica Jones. How did she get her powers? What was she like in high school? And I think this is really interesting because what I loved about the first issue and the first volume of Alias is that you really don't know much about Jessica. You just know she's very numb, and you don't really know how she got that way. So now, finally, Volume 4, Issue 22, we learn a little bit about how Jessica became that way. And she seemed like a normal girl, normal teenager, but a wallflower. She didn't really have a lot of friends. She was crushing on the geeky side of Peter Parker, had a crush on Johnny Storm, and her parents died in a car crash. Her whole family died in a car crash, and she was known as Coma Girl, because she was in that car crash, and she had this radioactive thing on her from the government, and this made her survive, and she was in a coma again for 6 months, and she actually found a family with the Joneses, and I thought that I actually didn't remember that, and I thought that was kind of cool, especially since in previous issues we saw that Jessica had a discussion with her mom, you know, Miss Jones, who's actually her foster mom, who she doesn't really have a great relationship with. So it doesn't seem like they really explore that much of that relationship with her mom and, you know, with her foster mom, but it's kind of cool to see that nod in the origin story, and hopefully we will get to see more of Jessica and her foster mom. Would really like to see that, because I think that's an interesting dynamic. But yeah, overall, this is just the first part of her origin story. We're going to learn more about her superpowers and, of course, Purple Man. And this whole volume is really learning about who Jessica was, which is obviously an important element to learn about with Jessica, because, like I said, she's a very mysterious character. So, of course, I will review issue 23, 24. There's only 28 issues of Alias, so let me know if you want me to review the Pulse also. And then I'll continue a look back at Jessica Jones, or since the Netflix show's here, I might just review Alias. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to review the Pulse. But hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno and Comic Frontline. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there's links for my comic book, like Father Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later.